in a better position anyway.
That's hard, actually.
Oh.
Anyways, we said Exodus, right? We're in Exodus 20. Exodus 20, verse 3. If anyone wants to read 20, verse 3 through 6, that'd be amazing.
I got it.
All right, hit me.
You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and the fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments.
All right. So, starting in verse 3 and 4, I'll read it again. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under you. Going into 5 a little bit, you shall not bow down to them or serve them. Okay, so it mentions a carved image. All right, and that's my version, ESV. A lot of versions says idol. If you go to the Hebrew version, Blue Letter Bible, check it out, it's pretty good. But Hebrew version says idol as well. The definition of idol is a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. Okay, so it's not necessarily something you build, not necessarily a statue or anything. It's a person or thing, right? That means an idol could be a person, a girl, right? Could be money, could be fame, something along those lines. All right, and it says, you shall not make for yourself a carved image, and you shall have no other gods before me. Saying that if you have something first in your life, right, like money or fame, okay, that you're breaking the first commandment. Okay, and that's not very good. If you have anything, if anything slightly above God, you're favoring something above God, you're breaking the first commandment, right? And I love this quote from John Ruskin. He says, God will put up with a great many things in the human heart, but there is one thing that he will not put up with, a second place. He who offers God a second place offers him no place. All right, so that's really tough. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow, right? So God wants your whole heart. He wants you to be after him. Nothing should rival him, right? He shouldn't even, but first place, he shouldn't teeter here. He needs to be way up here, right? If he's not first in your life, he won't show in your life. Okay, it's like a worldly relationship. Think about it, like a girl or a friend, right? You have to talk to them, get to know them. You need to spend time with them, right? You don't expect to not talk to someone at all and then have friends, right? You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Jesus in Revelation, speaking to the church of Laodicea, it speaks to us too, talks about us too. Revelations 3:15-16 says, I know your works. You are neither hot nor cold. What would that you were either cold or hot? So because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. That's scary to think about too, right? Going back to the first commandment. If you have anything above him, you shall not make any gods before me. If you have anything before him, you're breaking a commandment and you are considered lukewarm. Okay? He will spit you out. That's scary to think about. And I say this, this might not mean anything coming from me, like someone who's your age, but if you have something above God, an idol, burn your idols. Okay? Anything, girls, money, fame, internet, right? I'd say cut it out or limit it, right? Because God needs to be your number one priority in your life. Okay. In 6th grade, kids camp, David and Thomas, you were probably there. But I remember the lady, she really implanted the image in my mind. And she said, there's a throne in your heart, right? So that's whatever you prioritize first, whatever you seek after, whatever you love the most is on the throne of your heart. And a throne isn't fit for any worldly things. A throne is fit for a king, right? So that is why Jesus should be first in your life. Because think about it. Jesus is your creator. He made you. He intricately designed you in your mother's womb. Before you were even in the womb, he had a plan for you. Okay. And he sent his son to die for you on the cross. He took up a sinner's death. He who knew no sin, right? Whereas we deserve death. Who else than him to put on the throne of your life? Right? And John, all right, going to John 14:15. Can someone read me John 14:15?
I got you.
All right.
If you love me, you will keep my commandments.
Okay, there we go. See, that's tough, right? And it speaks about it. Go back to Exodus 23. Sorry. You shall have no other gods before me. That's the number one commandment. And Jesus also said, if you break one commandment, you break them all. Okay. So have no other gods before me. And it's really cool because God, he really planned this out. Because in the Old Testament, Exodus 26, he says the same thing. But showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments. It says the same thing. If you love him, you will keep my commandments. Therefore, he will be first in your life. Right? He also says, but showing steadfast love to thousands who keep my commandments. So going back to the relationship thing, right? He will love us because we love him and we put his commandments first. If we put him first in our life, he will greatly favor us, right? So I just want y'all to think about that, man, because relationship, you can't halfway do it. You have to go all in for him. The throne of your heart. Remember that. Okay. And I'm sorry, that was kind of short, but that's all I had. If anyone has anything to say, I'd love to hear it. Would anyone like to say something? Anyone have any thoughts? Okay. No? Thank you. All right. Good deal. What's up?
Oh, I would like to say something. We have a new member